In this video, we will learn another case. That is, when overdraft balance as per cash book is given. Now, what do you mean by this term? Exactly. Overdraft balance means the negative or unfavorable or credit balance as per the cash book, which means that the credit side of the cash book is more than its debit side. Now, let's quickly revise the steps that we have learnt in the previous lessons. Start with the overdraft balance as per cash book. Analyze the impact of each transaction on the other book balance and accordingly add or subtract those transactions. Let's take an example to understand this concept more clearly. Read the question carefully. First of all, let's have the format. Here it is. Here, overdraft balance as per cash book is the starting point and it should be shown like this. Now, let's proceed with the information provided in the question. In the second point, checks worth of 1,300 get cleared in the next month. Thus, it led to a higher overdraft balance as per cash book. And in order to be at par with the other book balance, it should be deducted like this. Proceeding towards the next point. Here, cash book shows a higher overdraft balance as dividend collected by the bank is not recorded in the cash book. Thus, it will be deducted like this. Now, in the fourth point, overdraft balance as per cash book stands reduced because bank charges are debited by the bank and recorded in the passbook only. It means that we are required to increase the overdraft balance. So what will we do? Exactly. We will add these transactions like this. Now moving on to the next point. Here, this transaction has reduced the overdraft balance of cash book with this amount because these checks are not collected by the bank and not reflected in the bank statement. So in order to increase the overdraft balance of cash book, this transaction is required to be added like this. Now, in the next adjustment, this amount of 780 should be added to the overdraft balance in order to increase this balance. Now let's read out the next point and just think of the impact of this transaction. Here, if this transaction gets recorded in the cash book, then overdraft balance must have reduced with the amount of 540, but it is not incorporated and resulted in the increased overdraft balance as per cash book. So what we will do? Yes, exactly. We will deduct this amount in order to reduce the overdraft balance. Now let's move on to the next point. Here, it means that overdraft balance as per passbook is greater with this amount. Thus, in order to increase the overdraft balance as per cash book, difference amount is to be added like this. Now, let's quickly make the adjustment for the last point. But firstly, let's understand the meaning of credit note. It is the amount that is deposited or credited by the bank in the customer's account and it should be debited in the cash book. Thus, 270 will be deducted like this. Lastly, after making all these adjustments, final balance of passbook is ascertained like this.